Number 5, Mark Williams. The other guard, standing 6'5", number 25, AJ Mitchell. At forward, 6'11", number 34, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. At small forward, at 6'6", number 12, the head coach of your home team. Another round of applause for your Milwaukee Bucks.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Now Sacramento starting 5. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Sabonis. Then there's Carter. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Galloway in at the 3. And for the Bucks, they've got Mitchell. Miracle Man is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Mark Williams. And it's Jackson in at the 2. Hey, Brent, when you look at these teams, they have 2 of the deeper rosters in the NBA.
Well, we should recognize the front office doing just a great job, Kevin, of understanding that depth will win you championships and get you through a long season. They've done a great job of filling out these rosters with a ton of quality players.
And it's good for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Kuzma outside. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Sacramento with the ball. 4-point game. Reeves against Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Carter. Carter. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Miracle Man. He had 25 points last game. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Miracle Man's got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
I mean, we've had some great passing big men in the NBA over the years. Giannis moving his way up the ladder now.
Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Milwaukee's head coach. Now, when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Carter.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Looking at Milwaukee, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Miracle Man, the pass to Jackson. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
Kings ball.
And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. Fourth, the Kings.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Here's Galloway. Sacramento again missing. Here's Miracle Man. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. 9 points for Miracle Man.
Williams.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Sacramento. They trail by 14. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Mitchell is out there with Monte Morris. Then it's Williams. Then there's the Miracle Man, and it's Smith in at the 4 slot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
4 on the shot clock. It's deflected.
That's the kind of defense you love seeing from Achua. I like how engaged he was there.
Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Bucks. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
Sacramento making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. Both free throws good from Miracle Man. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Miracle Man in their last game against Portland was tremendous. He scored 25 points, and along with that scoring, he brought some defensive intensity as well. And he was tremendous again. He is playing as well as anybody in the league. He is a must-watch. And we're on the call tonight, guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg will see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Williams, and it's Jackson in for Monte.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Kings trail by 11. Carter outside. Kuzma with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. The dunk by Achua.
Selfless play there from Kuzma, freely giving that one up off the pick and roll.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Inside, here's Miracle Man, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
2 minutes remaining in the
Kings
first
have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Out left to the wing. It's Kuzma penetrating. It's hauled in by Giannis. Milwaukee leading by 11. Here's Miracle Man. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. And for Sacramento, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. Timeout called by Sacramento. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
A different look for Milwaukee. Miles Bridges comes in for Smith, and Black's subbed in for Mitchell. Then for the Kings, Love checked in for Sabonis. Bobby Portis comes in for Achua. And it's Austin Reeves in for Kyle Kuzma.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Kings shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. The first one falls. Carter hits them both. Bucks leading by 11. A minute 20 left here in the second. Right side Jackson. Pass to Miracle Man. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Carter finds Love. Out to Carter. The tray. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Unloads. Galloway, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Here's Miracle Man. Tries again. Powers through inside. Giannis.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Bounce pass from Reeves. Carter right side. Bridges with some nice defense.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's Milwaukee. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this game.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
On the floor for Sacramento, Carter out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Galloway in at the small forward. Here's Miracle Man. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kuzma finds Reeves. It's not going to go for him.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Here's Miracle Man. And the 3 off target. The Kings trail by 17. The 11-footer. The shot's good from Kuzma. Kuzma's got 5.
Not the usual shot from Kuzma, but the defense certainly didn't see that one coming.
Timeout called the Bucks. And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So 6-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Passes it to Carter. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Mitchell.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And that one's good. Antetokounmpo.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Kuzma outside. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Here's Miracle Man. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Austin Reeves picks one up. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Number 12. Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And some changes here for the Bucks. Smith checked in for Mark Williams. And it's Shake Milton in for Jackson. The Kings trail by 18. Johnson outside. The pass to Kuzma. Sabonis kicks to Achua. Kuzma. It's deflected.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Miracle Man, the pass to Giannis. Great pass to set up the way-in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Carter looking around.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
For Milwaukee, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Bridges, he's checked in for the Bucks. Black comes in for Mitchell. Then for the Kings, Love's checked in for Sabonis. And Bobby Portis subbed in for Achua. Now here is Carter. He's got 8. To the paint. Here's Portis. That shot off. Bucks leading by 22. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
For Milwaukee, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Number 12. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. That one is no good.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Ferocious slam by Johnson, trying to tear the rim off the hinges.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And he lays it straight in. 26 points for Miracle Man.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Johnson outside, fires from deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Shaw's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Sacramento, Humphries checked in, and it's Perkins in for Carter. Portis kicks to Perkins.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established that position there.
First team foul.
Johnson outside, lets the 3 fly. That's in there. Perkins with the assist. Johnson's got 5 points so far. Bucks leading by 22. Here's Miracle Man. He has 29. Shoots from the baseline. Sacramento grabs the miss. 16 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Perkins. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Here's Portis. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Bucks on top, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've got Jackson. Antetokounmpo is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Miracle Man in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. It's rebounded by Portis.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Galloway with the bucket.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Miracle Man. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players, and certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less. It's still fun to poke at the rookies, just a little bit.
Sabonis with the steal. Pass to Portis. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Miracle Man, covered by Johnson. Here's Bridges. Up and in from the low block.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Sabonis. Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Jackson. Bucks leading by 22. Here's Miracle Man. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And Bridges with the block.
Now, we see it night in and night out. There are moments in the game where Portis becomes a load to defend.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
The Bucks making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Carter, he's checked in for Johnson. And he's good on the second. Brent, of all the things I can ask you, and so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They put it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg